My name is Peter Kureyavo. I'm a neighbor to the deceased person who is Amos Johnson, popularly known as Dogo in the community.
And who is the other person with you?
My name is Paul Jesse Chiroma,
Okay.
which is the cousin brother of Dogo.
Okay, so who lives with Dogo? Who lives around Dogo?
I, Peter Kureyavo, lives with Dogo. We share the same compound. We live in the same compound with him.
So what happened? Were you at home that day that it happened?
Yeah, I was at home when they came around 4 o'clock. When they came around 4 o'clock to pass the information to us, they directly knocked to my door. And when I came out, I was about coming outside. Actually, I have to look through my door. Who is knocking at around that kind of time? I never expected anybody, and nobody has ever knocked to my door at that hour of time. I was wondering who is knocking on my door uh, at that time. When I when I peeped through my door, I saw all white garment, about 5 people in numbers. I was so scared to come outside. I was scared of coming outside because I haven't had anything to do with white garment. Why them knocking on my door today? What happened? So one of them, Alex, who happened to be our neighbor then, due to one or two things that maybe God has favored him, he moved out of the compound. Yeah, he got married and he moved out of the compound. When I saw the guy, I was like, if Agnes will be among them, then I'm safe. I can come outside and listen to what they have to tell me. So I now open the door, come outside the parlor because they were standing in the parlor. I came outside and I like, what happened? Why are you guys here today? I hope everything is okay. They said everything is okay, but they have something that they want to tell me. I said, I hope everything is okay because I haven't had any affairs with this white garment. Hope there's no problem. They say, yes, I should just give them a listening ear to hear what happened. And when I have to give them that attention and that time to talk, they started narrating that they called Dogo to work for them in their church, which Dogo is a plumber. They called him to come and work for them. As the process, when he was working, he fell into the soccer way. He fell into the soccer way and he was a kind of conscious. They rushed him to hospital. I now asked them which hospital they rushed him to. They said Safeway. Okay. So what's the condition now? They were like they were even doubting to tell me what happened, whether Dogo is alive or the condition that he is. They were doubting to tell me. The one thing that they told me is that when they tell me what happened, I shouldn't shout because they are scared of the reaction of his children. They don't want the children to know as that hour of time. I said, okay, fine and good. Go ahead. Tell me what happened to him. And now told me that Dogo did not receive treatment or he passed away. I said, how comes? He just fell into the soccer way. And what did he do inside the soccer way? I don't want to even ask them so much questions because all my mind is that I've been following Dogo. I've been learning the plumbing work from him. I've been following Dogo to the job. I know how far when they call him to go and have something like that, to do something like that. I know how far, how he started, how he used to start his job. And it has nothing to do with going inside the soccer way. It was like, okay, if that's the case, fine, we had it. Coming outside, I was not even alone in the compound. About 4 of us, my neighbor and my brother, that we stay in the same room. My brother, we came outside, all of us, to hear what they have to tell us. When they said all those things, we now calmed down. They left. After they left, we sit down. We started asking. Dogo has been doing this job for a long time. Nothing of such. Dogo has never entered soccer way for one day saying that he's doing something. Even though you say that a chamber block, one thing that he has to do is that Dogo will open that chamber when he opened the chamber, he has an instrument that he's using to flush the chamber. Everything that blocked the chamber will move into the sockaway. And he has not any business to do with inside sockaway. We say, okay, fine and good. We can't say more. And they told us that very hour that the pastor in charge, which who is Olusho, the pastor in charge of that church. They said that the pastor, when everything has gone, they take Dogo to mortuary. The pastor now went to police station to report on the incident. I say, okay, since the pastor has already reached police station, there's no need for us to rush and go anywhere. Let's hold on. At least by 6 o'clock, everywhere is clear. We can see each other. Then we now know the next level to whether we should head to that police station and have our own statement also. So as day breaks, 6 o'clock, we gathered ourselves. Normally, we used to sit down. Every morning, we gathered ourselves in that shop, that woman's shop. Is a lawyer, the person that owns the shop. The husband is a lawyer. So we always gather there to greet one another before moving ahead to our daily basis. So when we gathered there, I was like, this is the kind of information they brought to me early this morning. I don't know whether you guys have heard it. They said, what is it? I now started narrating. I started narrating what happened, what they told me. I tell them everything. They were like, no, Dogo, we were together with Dogo yesterday night in the evening. He even bought granite for us. We sit down, we ate together. And everybody discharged, enter his own house without having any problems. So how comes? Dogo has never complained of having headache, not even saying that he's feeling dizzy. So how comes? And by the way, what kind of work he entered the sockaway to do? They now suggest that we should move to the select church and have a look of the sockaway, whether as a cause of being him inside the sockaway, the slab broke down on him, or how did he manage to jump into the sockaway and get dead. So when we get there, we saw the sockaway, the slab is okay, nothing, there's nothing wrong. His machine is by the side of the machine that he used to work with, is by the side of the sockaway. The pipe he used for the work, he have not even untied the pipe. The pipe was there. And we said, okay, let's have a look of the sockaway. How deep is the sockaway? We now check. As we check, we put a stick. We put a stick inside the sockaway, what we discovered was not even what they taught us. And besides, Dogo clothes has been teared. I don't know if you say that somebody fall inside the sockaway and his cloth there. Is he fighting with somebody inside the sockaway and get his cloth teared? And if somebody really fall inside that sockaway, supposed to come out with a sheet or smelling sheet for his body. And if I should bring the cloth to you now, you will never perceive anything from that cloth aside of the Saleh perfume. Nothing like sheet for his body at all. There's nothing like sheet. We now started asking them, okay, so how far now? Where is the mortuary? Which mortuary have you taken him? They were like, the pastor have not come back yet. No direct answer. There's no direct answer from them. And then when we measured the sockaway, they were shocked. They were totally shocked. One of them cannot even hold himself. Said that for this kind of sockaway, somebody cannot even jump into it and get died like that. We just hold ourselves. We say police have the remaining job to do. We now advise ourselves to leave the premises. We left the church at that hour of time because all our mindset is that the pastor is under police custody and police can never release the pastor at that hour of time without them coming with the pastor to even meet with the family or the neighbors around to inform them. So after that, after we left, we went back to that same place that we used to sit down. We started having one or two interaction with each other. How can we handle this matter now? Which police station should we can we go now to report this case? And if we go there, what will be our own report? What are we going to tell the police? Huh? Because we don't even know where our brother is. So we started having one or two conversations with neighbors around. How can we deal with the case? When we are doing that, somebody came and told us that, what are we still doing here? That your brother's corpse is lying in the select church. I said, no. I said, no, he can't be lying there. They told us, they personally knocked onto my door that the corpse is in a mortuary. He now said that we should follow him to the church and see whether the corpse is there or not. So that's when we have a move to the church to take a look. As we look, we move back. We said that this is not a situation that we can handle. Police have to be involved in this kind of situation. Let the police do their own job. So after that, that's how we left the church. And Dogo has 2 kids. One priority thing is that, what's the future of these children now?
Okay, now first of all, were you aware when it was first called upon to come and work there, or was it only when they came to announce to you that you went?
It's only when they came to announce to me that Dogo has fallen inside the soccer wear and got died.
Who knows who does anybody know when he was invited to the church?
I really don't know. Maybe he has informed his children before going, because he always does that. Wherever he's going, he used to tell his children that I'm going to so place.
Okay.
Yes.
So because what we heard in the news is that it was in the midnight that they came to call him.
At midnight, I can't tell because I'm not aware. I'm not aware when they called him. They only came to me and passed information to me.
Okay.
Of his death.
So that's what we know so far.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's ask the brother. Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
So what have you done since then? What step have you taken? Have you gone to the police station? Have you gone to see the body in mortuary? Is it not in mortuary?
Yeah.
He's now in mortuary.
Okay.
So I and the police people, we are the one that took his dead body to mortuary.
Okay. From
So,
the church, you took it
to mortuary, yes. And I am the one that called the police people. Then, after I called them, they rushed to the church. So, when I called and then they picked his dead body, I'm the only one that follow the dead body before I call my auntie before they come and meet me in the police station. So it's not only me and my auntie and one of my brother. We are the one that took him to the mortuary. So that is it.
So what is the situation right now? What are they doing? When last did you go to check? What is the police doing? Are they telling you?
Well, they are not telling me anything about over there. Because when I went there, as his mother, according to his mother, that we should try to make something so that let them bury him. So, and the situation, this thing is not in my hand. And I tell him mother that it's not in my hand. The case is in police people. So I cannot say today or tomorrow.
So you are waiting for police to conclude their investigation so that you now know what next to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is there anything, if is there anything you are expecting or you are suspecting? I mean, is there anything you are expecting at the end of the investigation?
Of course.
What are you expecting?
It's, actually, what we are expecting to happen after the investigation is that all we need is justice. We need justice for the deceased person, justice for the children.
because
That's what we need.
I
We are not
cannot.
looking for anything.
Yes,
That justice must be served, and we hands over everything to the law. We hands over everything to the law. Let the law take its course.
that's what we need.
All right, thank you very much.